Hi guys, and welcome to another how-to video with me over the line. At the moment we are at Suzuka West Circuit with the Group 5 cars, currently driving the Nissan Silvia at the moment. We're going to be racing this Sunday at this track with this car for the 10-minute sprint event at Checkered Flag Endurance. So if you are interested, then please do join us on that time. It's 8 PM GMT. But for now we're going to teach you how to get around this track in a timely fashion by giving you the heads up on braking points and racing lines. Okay, as usual it's going to be slow motion first and then fast afterwards. So coming into turn 1, your braking point is the 100-meter barrier, by which point you will be going into 4th gear, or you can stay in 5th, whatever is your preference. And you don't want to be using the brake too much because you want to carry that speed through over to the exit. Now the best turning point is just after the curbing on the inside of the corner, so you can get onto the outside, let the speed just carry you over to the other side of the track. Now coming up next is the hardest corner in the entire circuit. You're going to be want to start braking around here. Now the reason for this is not like the normal Suzuka track. Usually you'd start braking at the 150-meter board, but for the West course only, you are going to be making a right-hand 90-degree turn a lot earlier than usual. So you're braking down into 2nd gear for this corner. It is definitely the hardest of the circuit because it is just blind and you cannot see a thing. And there it is. So you want to come off the brakes now and start turning your vehicle in. Just let the car just do the rest. It's decelerating as it is. If you need extra braking from engine, then use 1st gear if needed, but usually 2nd gear does the trick. So you want to have a bit of throttle as you come out of the exit of that corner, and you've got instantly the same thing on the other side. And what you want to do is be aggressive on the curbing here, as you can just see, in order to be able to make this corner in good speed, and you can start accelerating outwards. Be mindful of this turbo lag. The Group 5 cars are renowned for it, so therefore you need to be very cautious when reapplying your throttle no matter where you are on the track. Okay, so now you've navigated the hardest part of the circuit. Now it's back to business as normal. The 50-meter board here, brake slightly, and now turn in the vehicle 3rd gear for this corner. And you just want to carry the speed through again. Here we are, we're on gas, as you can hear the engine start to rev up again. And start braking before the end of the curbs there. That's the best way I can describe it. Your braking point is around here for the next corner, and you want to downshift to 2nd gear if you possibly can, and use the engine braking to help you get into a good position for when you make this exit. You have to be careful with the curbing here. You can quite easily get an undercut, but what you want to do is hug the apex as much as possible so that you can accelerate easily without risking going into the gravel. Be mindful that the curbing doesn't last forever. It runs up quite quickly, in fact, and therefore you need to get the hell out and off of it before the grass starts to emerge and become a bit of an issue. Coming up to the next corner, you are going to be in a right-hand flick, which is at full throttle, but you want to come off the gas now, not start braking, but start to decelerate. And the main reason for that is that the Group 5 cars don't brake that well, if I'm honest, so you want to be in 1st gear for this corner. And it's a late apex, so what you want to do is only turn in basically once you're alongside the actual corner entry point. And as you can see, we're just hugging this inside apex, waiting for that right moment in time to accelerate out again. That's now, and just let the car do its own thing. And as you can see, we're counter steering a bit, rear end starting to come round with the turbo lag, and there we are. We can now essentially go full throttle for the rest of the circuit until we get to the next set of corners. Coming down here, you can't actually full throttle this part. You need to come off the throttle for a few split moments, and even as we've done so on the previous corner, just coming off for those few split seconds, we're still having to decelerate as we're coming back up the hill. So there's me applying and coming off and reapplying the full throttle as we're coming up into this corner. You need to stay on the right hand side, and this is your braking point for the next left hand corner. You want to be in either 3rd or 2nd gear, depending on how comfortable you feel and how much power you want to have on corner exit. I use 2nd gear personally, and you want to hug the inside line. But you want to carry enough speed in this corner in order to let it carry you to the right hand side of the circuit again. So here you can see the car is naturally progressing to the right hand side of the track, but this is not a time to accelerate. You need to actually come off your gas pedal once again, because you've got an instant left hand corner once again, 90 degrees to the left, but it's very long, so you're just waiting, letting the car just get slower and tucking it in and waiting for that curbing to disappear. Once the curbing has disappeared on the left, that's when you can slowly, gently start to reapply the throttle. Obviously bearing in mind you've got turbo lag and a lot of horsepower under that bonnet, but not a lot of grip, and that's where you need to be mindful. And that is it for Suzuka West course. I'm going to let it go really fast now, or normal speed, just so you get an idea of what it's like. Okay, there's the start finish line, hence the jump. And there's that down change into 4th gear. And instantly on the brakes as soon as the car straightens up for the next corner, 2nd gear and turn it in. Tyres are screeching. Aggressive on this next corner, you can afford to do that. And up to 3rd for the next corner. Again, 1st gear for here, turn it in once you're alongside it in order to get a good, nice exit through the, what is essentially the straight, the back straight that is, and coming on and off the gas here, trying to make sure that when you go down this downhill sector, you're not going to run wide, and the same thing, hugging the inside line of this corner and braking now, down into 2nd gear, turn it in, don't add too much acceleration and just hugging the inside line, and once that curbing has disappeared, that's when you can add the throttle very slowly, and that is a full course of Suzuka West. So it's a very short track, but quite difficult to master if you're not used to it, especially on that 2nd turn. So I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope it makes you more competitive for this Sunday's race, and I will see you there.